Let's do this. You. Brilliant. All righty, Tom.
Yeah, it's the first day at work and it's absolutely shocking.
Okay, well, don't worry about that now. Get your energy up, yeah? Listen, mute your microphone if you're in any environment that isn't considered office space / silent. Okay. I'm going to call in AP again. Hopefully this time he answers. Hey, there he is. The legend himself.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Anthony, how you doing?
How you doing? Very good, very good.
Good. Anthony, let me introduce you to
what is going on in the UK?
This is the team out of the UK. I'm Ross. I'm here based out of Vegas. The rest of the crew here, I think it's 7 p.m. in the UK right now, and we're honoured to have you on the call. And I just wanted to tee up. Everyone here has seen the $1 billion switch video, and I think we're pretty excited. So if you've got any wisdom to share with this team, everyone is within their first 6 months of network marketing. I was wondering what sort of advice you would have for this crew right here.
Absolutely. Well, first, it's an honor to be on with all of you guys. I'm over here in Scottsdale, Arizona, which is where VEMA headquarters is located. I'm probably about, 20 minutes away. But, you guys know my last story was I was with Herbalife for 22 years. I'd probably say 40% of my business was in the UK and Europe. So I built a lot of business in where you guys all are today. And here's what I can tell you. Network marketing's never been bigger than it is today. And with the UK just basically, beginning with VEMA, you guys have an opportunity to dominate the space. And I'll tell you a little story about my journey in the UK. I had an office in London. I'm actually, when I finish my momentum here in the US, I'm going to be right back in the UK with an office again and moving there. But when I went over to the UK, we were mailing out these work-at-home booklets. They're 14-page booklets. And then we were driving people into Saturday morning meetings. I had a really good friend of mine named David Bevins, and he and I basically started. He lived up, I believe, in Manchester or somewhere in there. But, we got started, and it was really interesting that he was making about 500 pounds a month when I first met the guy. And within 24 months, he was making 80,000 pounds a month, helicoptering to the meetings and all kinds of fun stuff because of the momentum that we built into the UK. And we had meetings going in 5 different cities around the country there where you guys are. But here's the main thing I'll share with you what got us going. First of all, you got to get really clear on the marketing plan. And the main thing you got to get clear on is that the position determines the pay. So you've heard it all the time that you got to pick, we all know we got to rank advance. But what is the next 2 spots or the next 2 ranks above you? Because you got to know what the next rank is, and then you got to know what the rank above that rank is in addition to the name. Like how much volume do you need on each side? Number one. Number two, is it silvers, builder packs, 2 cases, etc. So here's what I did. This is what my mentors taught me back in the day. Because in Herbalife, my first about 24 months, I did well, but my check went like a roller coaster ride. I was 19, 20 years old at the time as well too. And this is what my mentor said: you gotta have enough law of averages going your way. Okay, write that down. Law of averages going your way. And what law of averages are is this: you talk to 3 people, you get 1 signed up, or you talk to 10 people, you get 3 people signed up. So for me personally, I'd always sign up in a rank advancement period about 3 to 5 people. And then I would go to the meetings, bring my guys to the meetings, and I'd watch people walk across the stage that are just, doing extremely well. I'm going, gosh, what's my problem? Why am I not growing my check fast enough? And one day there was a guy named John Peterson got up on stage, and he had talked about how he got $80,000 or $100,000 a month. And he said for some odd reason, if he didn't personally sign up 10 people a month, it just seemed like it was pushing a dead horse up the hill. And I was like, that's interesting, because it was taking me 3 months to sign up 10 people personally, PEQ. And he said, here's the deal. Here's what happens when you sign up 10 people. 3 people are people you wish you would have never met. They're the complainers. Everything's a problem. They're the people that you tell them to go left, they go right. So the next 3 people are people that are on and off. 1 minute they're going to go to the moon with you, and the next minute they disappear. You're like, gosh, where'd that guy go? He said he was serious. And then the next group of people out of the 10 are your players. You say go left, they go left. You go right, right, and they just follow, bottom line. And then that last person falls into one of the 3 categories. And so once I found that out, I went home and I sat down with myself and I said, gosh, how in the world am I going to get 10 people a month? And so I figured out I had to do at least 40 presentations a month. I had to get 40 people into seats every single month. Okay, so I kind of got myself, whether it's online broadcasts or home meetings or whatever, Anthony Powell, had to get 40 butts and seats. And so I just got it done. I figured out how to get enough invitations to the presentation being the meetings, and I just drove. And here's what happened to me. Over 36 months, I did 1,800 presentations, and out of 1,800, I got 576 people to sign up with me. And out of 576 or 72 people that signed up, I got 162 people to buy a builder pack. Of the 162, 27 of them became like a presidential member or higher. And of the 27, 14 people became royal ambassador levels. And I was making over 6 figures a month in 36 months. Now, on that journey, I had bumps in the road. I wanted to quit. I had my downline quitting on me. But in the journey that I took, because I stayed consistent with my numbers, what I lacked in skill, I made up in numbers. So it always ended up allowing me to grow every single month, even if I lost somebody. When I got 36 months into this, my skill set was so good that I really understood the business at a whole different level. And obviously, the 100,000 US dollars a month, I think it's like 160,000 pounds a month, is out of control. But it's not the check that I was so excited about. It was the skill set that I learned along the way, where I knew how to now drive business, where those 14 people, I could teach them to do what I did. So it's not like, it's not like I was lucked out and got one person that went and got me rich. So you don't want to get one person that goes crazy, or you don't want to get 3 people that go, to Royal Ambassador. You can take the check, but you don't want to just get the money and not have the skill set, is what I'm saying to you. So think of it this way. If you don't want to do 10 people a month, then get 5 a month. If you don't want to get 5 a month, then get 3 people signed up a month. But just understand, if it takes you 90 days or 3 months to get 10 people signed up versus 1 month, it's a different road to, it's just a different growth rate that you're going to be on. Now, here's the next thing. Once you start getting people signed up, then what happens is, as you already know, duplication sets in, right? So if you do something off, then you're going to duplicate off. If you master the correct way, then you're going to duplicate, obviously, correctly. So that was really important for me, that I really mastered. And whoever you follow over there in the UK, you got to make sure you're following people that are rocking, that's someone that's mastered the invitation. And if no one's mastered it yet where you are, you guys get together as a group and you master invitation correct. What's invitation? You invite someone to the meeting. You text somebody correctly. You Skype somebody. The message to invite somebody has to be spot on, right? And you'll know that based on if people show up to the meeting, right? For me, if I talk to 3 people, I invited 3 people to a broadcast, meeting, DVD, whatever. Out of 3, I'd get 1, right? And, it's just one of those things where, for me, that I got good at getting my 3. And then once I got my 3, then I knew, okay, I talked to 3 people, I got 1 person to seat. So if I got to get 3 people in seats, I got to invite 9 people, right? And if I have 3 people in seats, then I'm going to get 1 sign up. So 9 to get 3 to show up, 3 to get 1 sign up, right? It's a numbers game, guys. And you got to just understand that it's law of averages. Sometimes we sign 1 person up and we kick him in the butt and we ride him and say, come on, go, 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 go. It's because we're not doing our numbers. And if you understand the cream always rises to the top, you're in control of what you got to do. And I'll show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see things, but today so far I've already had 2 sign-up calls. 1, 2. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 people that I'm presenting the business opportunity today. So if I got 8, right, I'm going to at least sign up 2 people today minimum, because for every 3 I get 1, right? So I'm going to have probably 3 people when I get all said and done. For sure 2 sign up today, but I'll probably get 3 based on law of averages. So 2 sign-ups will happen today for sure, slam dunk, no question. But if I do my presentation correctly, then I'll get 3 people to sign up and hit a frenzy today alone. So it's law of averages. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 9. I have 9 presentations today. So I'll have 3 sign-ups today. So I have 6 people that are going to tell me no, and I'll have 3 people that will tell me yes today. And that's what you got to get down in your schedules as you guys are building your businesses. Where'd you guys go? I just lost you. There we are. So you got to get that down, and it all ends up down the road happening to you. Now, once you get people starting to go with you, then here's what I do with my guys. Once a night, all the people that are inviting and doing home meetings or online presentations, we get together and we hold each other accountable to our numbers. Because if people raise their hand, they say, hey, I want to get rich, I want to grow a business, I want to get to presidential or diamond or whatever they're after, then show me your commitment. So we get on my guys, and we have the first person say, okay, today I talked to 3 people. And of the 3 people, then basically, what does that mean in regards to how many people are confirmed? So let me give you an example. I talked to 3 people, the meeting's tomorrow. Okay, Mary, or okay, Jack, you talked to 3, the meeting's tomorrow. So tomorrow what you need to do is confirm your people that they're going to show up. And when you call and confirm, don't beg them. Call and create a fear of loss. Meaning, hey, I just wanted to call you real quick. Our business is exploding right now, and I only have enough seats for about 2 more people. So I just wanted to confirm you're going to be there. Perfect. Okay, great. Now, when you get there, come see me. You can't miss me. I'm 6'5" and tall. So look forward to seeing you there. Bye for now. Boom. So 1 is the invite. 2, you want to confirm that they're showing up. And then when you get to the meeting, then we'll talk about that in a second. So we go through and hold everybody accountable on an ooVoo or a Skype or whatever on how many people per day have you invited and did you confirm them. 2, how many people showed up for the meeting? Okay, so we go around the broadcast and we say, okay, I had 3 people, I had 1 person, I had 2 people. So we're seeing how many total presentations we're having daily and or weekly. And then we're just developing our ratio. And we want our guys to see that it's all about invitation to presentation. That's all it is. And then from there, the sign-up ratio shows up. So in the beginning, all of you guys may be one presentation to, you might be 5 presentations to 1 sign-up, and as you get it down, you'll be 4 to 1, 3 to 1, 2 to 1, and you'll bounce between 2 presentations to 3 presentations to 1 sign-up. Now, that's called building mode, by the way. Okay, that's called building mode. And building mode is a temporary process in your organization. It's usually about 12 to 24 months once you get in building mode at the level I just talked about. Okay? In my 22-year career, I've seen people, what they do is they go into building mode and they sign people up here and there, and then they kind of mess around with it, and then they fall out of building mode because they think they found somebody that's going to take them to the next level. That person quits, and now they have no momentum in their business, meaning you cannot sit down until you have someone that you know is basically on left and right sides that is equally as engaged as you are. Just because someone pin ranked or just because someone made a check doesn't mean they're going to do anything, right? Just because you feel like this is the next big hitter that's coming through your organization. You can't act like that because you got to develop a big, solid organization. So what I'm doing right now, I've got, what do I have? I don't even remember anymore. It's like 7 ambassadors on my right side and 6 or 7 ambassadors on my right, some star ambassadors, and I don't know, a lot of people. So I have a lot of ambassadors on left and right now, right? But that doesn't mean that that's going to get me to legend, right? Because I got to teach those people how to get to star ambassador and royal. Well, how do I do that? 2 things. I got to go into their organizations and make sure that they know how to invite and prospect or invite and present, and then that they're teaching their frontline leaders to do the exact same thing. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of volume happening. We call it unstable volume, and unstable volume always crumbles if you don't create the foundation correctly. So the foundation is what? Invitation to presentation creates the sign-up, and you get really good at creating your numbers from there. I know a lot of people say, hey, this seems very simple, but what's not simple is staying consistent. And if you can make any notes there to yourself, you got to stay consistent. Be consistent at being consistent. Okay, it's very tempting, especially if you work at home or especially if you work, wherever. It's very tempting to be on and off because it's, this is a business that doesn't require your utmost commitment, and you didn't spend $1 million to get in this thing. See, if you spent $1 million, you'd show up on time and you would, you'd stay late and you'd do whatever it took because you didn't want to lose your $1 million. But here you kind of just buy some product and you can quit when you want, and you're really not out anything except for the cost of some products. The commitment level starts to go left or right. So let me tell you my story, everybody, to kind of give you the opportunity to see why this works so well. 22 years ago, I was working for a large company called Baxter Healthcare. Baxter is the world's largest pharmaceutical and medical supply company. And what had happened was I was in a 10-year internship program, which means I had to pretty much work for free for 10 years plus work at night for this company. And they were going to teach me all the different areas of this company and then be a vice president in 10 years. Well, the promise of that was to make $100,000 or 160,000 pounds a year. So I took it and I went for it. And one day I was walking into our senior executive vice president's office, and he was crying. He was absolutely bawling at the top of his lungs. And I ran into his office and I said, hey, what's going on? Are you okay? Are you okay? So he looked up at me with tears on his eyes, and he basically said, listen, I've been here for 35 years, and they just laid me off. And I gave up my weekends, my holidays, time with my family, and I can't even work 2 jobs to earn what I earn in this one job. I'm going to lose everything. Now, I'm standing there at 19 years old, and I went to 40 years old in 10 minutes. And that's when if you've heard my story before, that saying comes, if it's got to be, it's up to me. 5 months later, went to a opportunity meeting in Seattle, Washington, which is one of the states here in the U.S., and I saw average people making extraordinary incomes, health results like crazy. Everybody's lives were being changed on the products. I jumped in and made 1,900 US dollars my first month, 2,400 US dollars my second month. And by the time I was 12 months into this part-time, my 12th month, I was $7,000 a month. I quit my job and just crushed it. The second year I went to, 10,000 a month. Third year, 20,000 USDs a month. And by the time I was 26 years old, I was financially retired, earning six figures a month. So if I can do it, then you can do it. The main thing is what I just shared with you. I outworked everybody. I did not want to be broke, and I wanted to have my life in my 20s and 30s and 40s. I'm just hit 40s now. So, I wanted to have the opportunity to have a quality of life that most people never have. And the biggest difference is, and this is why you guys are in Vima now, all of us have been trained to have linear thinking. Linear means you exchange an hour for a dollar. That's linear. And what this is called leveraged income, which means you build it in the beginning, and then at the back end, whether you work or not, you still get paid. And see, that's what I love. Whether I work right now or not, I still get paid. See, 22 years of working, I put a lot of money away. So my money now is working for me, plus my Vima checks. So I don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I got to go work and make a quick dollar or a pound so I can pay my bills. So you got to understand that in the beginning in this business, you're going to work a lot and make a little. That's the trick here. And if you do what I just taught you in the beginning and you get serious about it, on the back end, you're going to work a little and make a lot. Okay? So in the beginning here, you're going to work a lot and make a little, and then it's going to flip on you and you're going to work a little and you're going to make a lot. So if I can give you any advice to any of you guys in the UK, listen, now is the time to dominate the UK. No one over there is really doing much. I mean, we were doing 10 million pounds a month in Herbalife when I was over there 5, 6, 7 years ago. The UK is barely doing a couple 100,000 a month over there. You guys are at a spot where you can become the next big leaders. Just dominate that space. So I challenge you guys to, I know that you Brits love to have challenges. So listen, you guys, I challenge you to take it to the next level over there. I'll be over there a lot. So, you can always Skype me. I'm Anthony.Powell, then the number 1. I'm on Instagram, Anthony Powell number 1, and obviously Twitter, Anthony Powell, and the number 1, and then Facebook is the Anthony Powell. You're all in my group, so whatever I can do to support you, Matt Morrow's here to support you. We want nothing more than to do whatever it humanly takes to make sure you get to the top of this marketing plan and or just be there as a support unit for you. You got lots of experience above you. But really, I was trained by the industry legends. See, if I was so smart, I would have already been rich before this industry, but I wasn't rich at all. This industry took me as a piece of coal and polished me into a diamond. And now it's your turn to do the exact same thing. So I guess at this point, the focal point for you is to go pick a number. What is your commitment in regards to personal signups? What's the next 2 levels above you? Figure out what you got to do in regards to work to get people there, right, to get yourself there, and then focus on driving those people you sign up to the meeting and teach those people to do the same thing you're doing and have those people come to the meeting, use third-party edification, and drive this thing to the next level. I really feel we can get, the UK the number 1 country over there. So I think if we work as a team, I'll do whatever it takes. I can get on broadcast. I can do business opportunity broadcast for you, whatever it takes to help you guys. I'm here to serve, okay? So do you guys have any questions or comments before we hop off? Otherwise, I'll let you guys finish up your broadcast together.
I just want to say a massive thank you, Anthony. I just took so much value out of that call. I appreciate it more than you'll know, and I'm sure a lot of the team will be in touch saying the same thing.
Very well. Thank you for the opportunity. Absolutely, you guys. Have a terrific day. Ciao for now.
You too.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. It was brilliant.
Thanks, Anthony. Cheers.
Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks, Anthony.
See you later.
Alrighty. Can't stop that. Have a good day, boys.
Yeah.
See you soon.
You too. See you later.
Catch you, everyone.